Russia is moving large numbers of troops to the temporarily occupied Crimea to use them in Ukraine's south for battles against the Ukrainian armed forces because of the successful Ukrainian offensive. That is according to the spokesperson for the Defense Intelligence of the Defense Ministry of Ukraine Vadim Skibitsky. Russia is moving large numbers of troops to Ukraine's south for battles against the country's forces through the newly occupied territories and Crimea, according to Ukraine's deputy head of military intelligence. The press service of the main intelligence agency of the Ministry of Defense stated, citing Skibitsky in an interview with The Guardian. According to him, Russia 2 weeks ago withdrew tactical groups of airborne troops from Donetsk region and transferred them to the occupied Kherson. In addition, Russia is transferring troops from its eastern military district, which were used to attack Sloviansk. If Russia won, it would try to capture more territory. They are increasing their troop numbers, preparing for our counteroffensive in Ukraine's south, and perhaps preparing to launch an offensive of their own. The south is key for them, above all because of Crimea, Skibitsky said. He also said that in addition to the supply of additional weapons, Ukraine needs help in training troops abroad. As Defense Express reported, Defense Intelligence of the Defense Ministry of Ukraine earlier urged citizens in Enerhodar, a key area seized by Russia, to reveal where Russian troops were living and who among the local population was collaborating. Russian occupiers left checkpoints and 100 of soldiers in some settlements of Zaporizhia Oblast. The Russian occupying army decided to flee from 2 settlements in the Zaporizhia region, as the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported, after the strikes of Ukraine's military on the night of July 29 at the locations of the occupiers near the villages of Verkhny Tokmak and Chernihivka. The Russian army decided to withdraw personnel and equipment to another position. So, the occupiers transported about 40 wounded to the hospital in the city of Pology. At the same time, almost all units of the Russian army were withdrawn from the village of Chernihivka. So far the occupiers have left there only a few checkpoints and not more than 100 soldiers. All the others, along with the equipment, fled to the cities of Tokmak and Berdyansk. The main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine notes that the occupiers want to hide the troops' withdrawal from these settlements as a planned rotation, but in reality they are completely leaving the settlement and are already mining the access roads. And while the occupiers themselves are fleeing from the settlements in the Zaporizhia Oblast, the armed forces of Ukraine's servicemen continue to cut the transport arteries of the right bank group of the Russian army. The propagandists of the Russian Federation themselves showed the damage to the bridge over the sluice of the HPP in Novakhovka.